Like this rig and the audio. This is the DJI Osmo Action, and it's got the, I'm actually moving this camera all around, and I wonder how stable it is. Probably can't cope with that. So today I gotta see what I'm gonna order here. I'm waiting for some parts from Amazon. I just thought I was gonna go to Princess Auto. Princess Auto's like Harbor Freight up here in Canada. I was gonna order a fuel safe line for that. And then I was gonna order a fuel filter for that. I clicked on the K&N. I was gonna get a VMS Racing, same brand as the throttle body there. You're gonna get a VMS reusable fuel filter, but then I thought, hey, what the hell? I'll get a K&N. It's not reusable, but it's only 25 bucks Canadian, which is like 1850 US, maybe 19 bucks US. So I ordered that, and then as I clicked buy, I noticed it's gonna ship next month, right? So whatever, I can run it on this. Could be running today. It's got to put fluids in it and turn the key. I got a Marlboro 255 over there in that pile, and I'm gonna probably put that in here, and I drained the tank here. This sucker's got a full tank of premium in it. I don't know if I'm gonna take that out or venture out and get some premium, but I drained this tank with the drain plug. Nice that EKs have drain plugs, and I'm gonna cycle through some premium and flush it out because I want to run the 94 octane on this high compression engine here, but it'll run well because of cam selection. It's gonna be good. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm walking around the car. Oh, that's it. I gotta see what I have to order here. Actually, regulator not bad. I was gonna order a regulator. Okay. See that? Looking like maybe it's just out of the run channel. Hell, I'm not gonna order anything. I'm gonna take it out, try to reline it up. I might end up heating up the run channel if it's deformed, and then maybe I'll get away with ordering nothing. And then I gotta get order from the work. Somebody stole the latch. Somebody stole the latch off this, along with the nuts for the wiper arms and the wipers. So I ordered the wipers. I got brand new Honda wipers. I just put some regular nuts. I gotta order a latch, and I'm gonna strip this down and see what to order here. All right, so like you want to see this? No, you don't. So that's just what I'm doing today. If anybody's interested, keep watching. And we're gonna open up the door here and see how little money I can spend. These are in the correct location, A3A7. See what's going on here. Come on. But I swapped jumpers right here. And the car sounds way up. So I'm gonna try to help you guys in a second here. But I'm gonna stop. You know, I'm just there you go. And make sure that whatever wires that in are in the right spot. What? The ceiling cam. Cobwebs inside. Funny. Yeah, so this car, I'm surprised it wasn't waterlogged with mold, because this window did not shut properly. I kind of suspect you know, the car sat for 3.5 years at my old work. Customer bailed on the bill. He didn't want to pay the bill. He told me to keep it, but then he never did sign any of the paperwork over for it until I tracked him down just a few months ago. Anyways, that's how I got the car for pretty much nothing. There's a whole process to doing this, to getting a car, to getting the title for it. And there is a mechanic's lien, but I didn't do the mechanic's lien. I basically because he told me I can have it. I went through the process through the insurance company, and there's a lot of shortcuts there as well. Lots of shortcuts. I know the correct way to do it now because the whole process, for when I decided I was gonna take this car and the time he actually signed it over to me, it was probably 6 months, right? But you can get it done a lot quicker. I'd say should be able to get it done in less than 2 months, right? The main thing is the wait time. And now I bet you with the whole virus situation, it's probably, there's probably nobody in that office right now, at least nobody talking to the public. So you can always try though, right? There's a couple other cars that I thought I was gonna take, and actually the injectors on this car came off one of them. Why is this on there? Yeah, so there is a process for getting the car through the insurance company. Not difficult, it does take time. So strange. Let go. I don't want to rip the door panel, the vinyl. Put that here. Don't fall. Pretty sure that's gotta come off first. It always does in all these cars. I'll see if I can leave it all intact without trashing it. It's nice to have this if you can. My favorite cheap light, Harbor Freight, 25 bucks on sale. Well, you can hear in the background, that's young Static. Always working on Hondas. There's some speaker wires in here. I might run some new speaker wires as well. There's no speakers in this car, but I would like to put speakers in this car. So this is the run channel, and it's actually not bad. It's torn on the outside, but the inside is not creased at all. Huh. All right, so that's good. Good news. I'm gonna silicone the heck out of this if it's good. Let me check the back first before I waste any time. Oh, the back might be blocked.
You know, if this were a customer car, it would be, it needs a regulator and a run channel, no doubt about it, no questions asked. Order it up and see you later. But it's not. It's my car. You know, you hate to say that, but it's my car, and I'm trying not to spend any money. The amount of time I spend is my time, and it's not costing me anything in parts. So sometimes you charge labor, it's not worth charging a customer extra labor. In this case, I don't have a whole lot to do, and there is some slack in the regulator here. It is a little bit glued on here. These 10 mils, you should be able to just loosen them and then just slide the glass forward and out. But in this one, it's stuck. So this is Project Dirty Freak. I'm gonna clean this glass before I put it in. Put it back in. Yeah.
So transmission exceeds always 18.
I'm just gonna reset this run channel, clean it up. I'm gonna get some cloth, some silicone.
Wrap it all up, take the foam, pack it up, and get the thing packed into the container.
A lot of dirt on here.
And nothing is moving around. I mean, unless it's just roll. It doesn't move. It is so kind of
So there is a little bit of play in the run channel. Definitely a little bit of play in the run channel. But this was also popping out of the guide. I don't like the way it sits here. Ah, not bad, not bad. Seems to be going into place. Bad angle for your arm.
Right? But I'm going to take her with the same time a little bit to see what before I further dive into moving everything. Well, we're going to see our I'm gonna walk around the second floor. You can have it. Industrial zip ties. And a zip tie 4, wherever the correct term application is, screw it up, flip it up.
Man, yesterday in the garage, freezing, straight freezing. Today, it's hot. It's actually cold outside, but I'm hot inside.
Look at these seats. If you have some stuff you wrote before, I'll put a little link in the corner. You gotta check out the other things around the interior with. And also all the wires.
Yeah, it's not a new run channel by any means, but as long as it works. Like the gap where the glass is supposed to go is folded right closed, and I got my finger in it here. I'm just trying to just spread it out the full length of it, so when I get the glass in here, it's gonna go in there and not want to pop out. Okay, so that's as good as it can be with what we got. The corner's in the right spot. Let's do the front. Yeah, I worked on a car a couple years ago. Friend John's EG, did some brakes on it, and then I noticed when I went to leave that hey, the window wasn't in the run channel, so I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like that or if it just became like that when it was at the house. So I just did what I'm doing now. I put it back in the spot, and then I let him take it, and I didn't really even mention it. If it wasn't in there before, it was in there afterwards. That's all that counts, and I don't know how long it stayed in there. But pretty common with old cars and people busting into these all the time. Okay, so if I can slip the window in the run channel, I'll be happy. Well, I gotta clean this glass first.
Disregard everything I did last night.
Cool, can you hear the audio here? That's young Static there. He just did what my third year automotive teacher did. He came to class the next day and he said, this is in class, he said, disregard everything I told you yesterday. Everything I told you about electrical is electrical and automotive. Everything I told you, backwards. But Dana just said that, disregard everything I said. Hilarious. This is actually not strong enough to fantastic. I'm gonna hit it with the brake clean. Don't really want to put this on the plastic bits here on the bottom, but I'm gonna clean this glass. See on these plastic blocks here, right here, they're urethane. They're urethane to the glass. Brake clean possibly could eat that. This is gunk. Yeah, it's always nice to clean the glass when it's out of the car. Maybe not the whole glass, but at least the edges, which are always very difficult to clean. Oh, this stuff at the bottom here. Probably can't see that.
And it'll shut off. And I'll keep doing that consistently. Now the car is actually going to warm up because I just let it drop and I'm going to get a tire. But it's still there, still So I went and I drove it around last night.
I'm gonna hit it with the Windex when it's in the car, but basically this is getting the majority of the crap off. Okay. Okay, so inside the door here, the Osmo Action battery died. Not bad. It's all pretty much untouched. It's original Honda glass. Actually, all the way around this car is original Honda glass. I do need to change the windshield, but there's a little bit of slack here. The run channels were okay. A little bit of like nicking on them from the outside, like somebody's maybe pried on it. It's worse on the other side, but there's some like bites out of it all the way around. So I just kind of lined it up, put it back in place. A little bit of slack in the regulator, so you just loosen all the bolts in the regulator, cock it back, put the window up, cock it back, tighten them up, lube the hell out of the run channel with silicone spray. I use lithium on all the metal tracks here. Tried to get it in here as well. Cleaned out the dirt from the inside of the door with the old shop vac here. So I wiped it all down, whipped down all the dirt accumulation, vacuumed it up. And then this here, I see, this is a CX. And this wiring is not factory, so I'm guessing this car never had speakers in it. It might have been a stripped out no speaker model, because this is not factory. And it's so long here, right? So I'm gonna reach in the dash here, pull some back, because when they stole the stereo, they clipped the wires really short, right? So I'm gonna pull some back, and then I'll repurpose this wire later, and that's good. I razor bladed the glass, all the dirt off it. There's a couple scratches on here, pre-existing. I can't buff those out, but it's totally spotless. And then lots of silicone spray in the run channel. I did the same for the other glass cleanup, that is. I did not take the door panel off yet, but I might just pop the speaker cover off the other side, and if it has a mess of wire like this, I'm gonna pull it back through the dash as well to give me some slack. So I'm gonna put this back in place. I'll see if I can reuse the original Dum Dum. If I can't, I'm gonna put some adhesive on it, and then we're good to go. But I'm pretty happy now. It's super easy, unlike before, and it's pretty solid. There's not really not much slack. So I just saved myself money. Like I said, something like this goes into a shop, you know, without even looking, they're gonna order you a regulator and the run channel, guaranteed. Guaranteed. So yeah, pretty happy about that. And I'm gonna button this up, and then I'm gonna be welding a bung in the downpipe for the header here. Because if you watch the other video, the plan is to run 202's narrow band and the wideband, right? That's gonna work. All right, so I'm gonna stop this for now, and we're gonna pick up probably in the next video. Shazam! There you go. So panels on, nice and smooth, cleaned up nice. Glass very clean, original Honda glass. Remember, when you're putting these on the handles, when it's in the closed position, you want it right about there. Then, when I stuck the AEM gauge in the dash, I just kind of carved it out in that pocket. You don't need that pocket. I want to make a backing for behind that. Maybe, I guess sheet metal is the easiest. Cut a hole and then spray it black, just so I don't have that opening around it. But there's a stereo that's going to be going in there too. And I just, right now I'm in the middle of wiring it up. I ran a power wire under the carpet from one side to the other. The other side, it's going to join up with the other wires for the gauge. And I'm just tapping into the fuse box here. See, so right above the fuses, there's a row of connectors where you could put a connector. I guess you probably can find a connector that goes on there. I always put just regular blade plugs on there.
Well, the one on the far right is ignition. The one right to the left of it is accessory. The other one is switch lighting right to the left of that. And then the one on the far left, the single one, is that's constant power. So I'm gonna tie it into the far right. I just have to figure out in the manual, I still have access to all the manuals online, so I gotta figure out what else is on that circuit and where it's fused. If it's fused under the hood and that value makes sense, I'm just gonna run with that. If not, I'm gonna run an inline fuse holder. That one's around here somewhere. I'm gonna run an inline fuse holder there and a 10 amp fuse, and that's gonna go to power it. That'll be positive. And I got that going to the other side. Kind of a mess of wiring over there, but it's gonna clean up nicely. So I'm gonna wire that to the power. Pretty easy, this Uego, there's really nothing to it. There's the wires for it. So I'll hook the blue to the red. I got a ring on the black, which is a ground. I can ground that just about anywhere. And then I want to use the white wire. The white wire is the signal that goes to the AM. That's what it's going to be looking for. But for now, all I need is the black and the red. And because I'm going to be running this JDM P30 ECU, the short one. Yeah, if you're wondering, it's a short ECU. In Japan, they didn't have the longer ones. It's about 2 inches shorter than the regular ones in the States. You can see the dimensions here. That's how big that is, and that's how tall that one is, right? So that's pretty much it. And then I can put this cover back on, and I still gotta go under the car and weld on a bug. I'm pretty sure I don't have an extra bung on that header. If I do, that's even easier, but I kind of think I don't. And that's pretty much it. This does not fit either. I got a couple of these pillar pods. This is the EG. I got my Grand National one as well. Neither one fit the profile. I know they sell a universal one here. They sell a universal, which is horrible. I guess you could heat this up and make it fit. You could. Forget it. It's fine here. I think this is a little bit heaty because driving in the city, parked, people might see that gauge. You're gonna see the gauge no matter what. At least the one there, I could build a cover for it. The one in the dash, right? Just build a sheet metal cover, the same shape, slip it over it. Nobody will ever know. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I've drained the fuel. Too bad you can't smell this, but I've drained the fuel out of the rail. Put in my jerry can. So this is completely empty with fuel as far as cycling it. I should put in maybe a liter of premium and then cycle it through so I can completely kind of flush it out. And basically, then it's fire up time. But for now, I gotta find out some info on that one switch to plug on the fuse box. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe as always. Peace out.